nuts if he hears them? Oh boy. Time to play with some dead bodies? Oh god. Time it is. Let us go. This is our last save, right? Continue. Yes, let's go. Alright, so everyone knows I don't do voices, I just read. So if you wanted voices, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do 20 different voices. And I'd forget whose voice has what, so yeah. Anyway. Ah, you're awake. Finally, are you okay?
Yeah.
Now's no time for sleeping, get your ass up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise considering what happened. But my immersion? Sorry, Donaldo. If you wanted immersion, they should have all been fully voice acted. What happened? Alright, the murder. Jeez. Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw, it was real? Oh wait, but think of the people, Poppy. I am thinking of the people. I'm also thinking of me. I don't want to embarrass myself trying to think of different voices when I can barely speak normally. You want me to do 15 different voices? 20 different voices? You're so early in the game, oh my god. Dude, early? This is 3 hours in for me. That's right, it really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is...
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. You're in for a long ride? Yeah, I know. I knew what I was getting myself into. It's all good. Most of it's just, you know, speaking, so it's all good. No, I have to see for myself.
Why?
We'll see how bad it gets when I have to do puzzles, but you know. Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just staying around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. Keeps cutting back to it. I finally realized she was gone.
calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But
So...
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're as prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
Took another streamer I watched play this for the entire summer. Oh, jeez. Yeah, and I'm only gonna be playing in like 2 to 3 hour sessions, so we'll see. My hope tonight is that we get through this first chapter or this first murder, whatever it is. We'll see. If it starts going on, because I'm also tired. I tire out easily during the stream, so we'll see. I'll do my best. Find out your wife. We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
Listen up!
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But...
Then, who did it? Who killed her?
Come on!
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. You might if you aren't stupid, but given your past... Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. Ooh. Uh-oh. He has a maniacal laugh.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause... naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey.
You're super
Come on
naive.
now.
Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No, no, no. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the blackened that committed the murder... Wait. Let me read that out loud again. It's just weird wording. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not? I lost my queen.
In other words...
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with.
Yahoo!
So, a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yup, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it. Well...
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. Great.
Yeah.
Execution?
What?
By execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution!
Oh, jeez. You either kill yourself or get killed, boys.
Electric
Oh,
chair.
jeez.
Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Oh, jeez. So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Oh my god. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations.
Hey!
Wait, hold on a second.
What the hell are you
You're
talking about?
freaking insane, you know that?
Huh?
Hmm?
What the?
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
What the hell are you talking
What?
about?
Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Shut the hell up. Say whatever you want. I'm not going to be part of this.
I
Don't be so selfish.
believe it!
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear.
Shing!
But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then... Uh-oh.
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you?
She hit him. Oh no.
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma
Oh, no.
is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear.
Oh! Great! On to the second murder already. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? You can't just do that out of nowhere? Oh, she's dead.
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again. Oh, she's just laying there now! What the fuck? I don't... This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc.
It is pink. The blood's fucking pink, dude.
So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Okay, so, 2 people dead already. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who'd until a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She'd died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not at all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. Oh my god, Monokuma. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. Oh my god. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why'd you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
Damn it!
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened.
Ta-da!
This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it
The Monokuma File!
simple enough. I mean, naturally you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Oh jeez. Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I gotta see it all go down.
So then...
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't want any choice but to give it your best shot. You don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. Oh jeez. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayako and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
in other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
Jesus. What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened. But it's true.
just a
In
second.
these circumstances, at least, right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Alright, before we do anything, I need a drink of water again. Okay. Oh boy, where do we go from here? We gotta talk to everyone, I'm guessing? Look at her body first. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means...
What?
That means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real? He's been in this place for days now.
Let me
Hell
out of
no.
here.
Someone save me. Let me out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You just now accepting that? Alright, I guess we go left to right and ask everyone. Hifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. Oh, nice. You must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk.
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. They... Alright. We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. Come on, man, let me out of here. Come on, someone let me out.
Huh?
Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
what?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence if you want. What? Fuck you.
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. Oh my god, excuse me, sorry. That way there's no problem. Hi Daisy, what's up? Cat's already asking for attention too now. 2-player co-op base defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Alright, Hifumi is, okay. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Alright.
what the heck?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead.
Oh,
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. Well, she's right. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second. You've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
so then.
We got framed, I told you guys. Damaduki, we are not doing that. Coco, shut the fuck up, I hate her so much. Let's see, thank you. Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So,
well, do I really have to say anymore?
Actually,
I'd rather you didn't. No.
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like that, and just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized
Yo.
it. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene for the crime. Scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking
they
dead.
better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I'll fuck them up. Oh my god. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
You don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was
very
you.
sick.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Oh my god. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
so,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. How do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution!
Uh-oh.
Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright. I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I gotta blow my nose after sneezed earlier, because I feel like I'm about to sneeze again anyway. But I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. Sorry about that. Alright, so where do we go? Aren't you gonna help investigate? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Oh, no way. I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you. God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is. Just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Aw, jeez. Why are there just basketballs and volleyballs laying around? I gently play. Oh, we already. The same thing. Same deal. Yes, we want to leave the gym. We gotta investigate. Where do we start to investigate? Can we go to the crime scene and look at it? Doesn't look like there's anything in here. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Okay, so I was thinking right. I'm in the right headspace already, guys. We're doing good with the puzzles so far. Balls are there if you get bored, I guess. So I headed to my room, where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. The notepad's still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Toolkit inside the drawer, I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mom.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to
What?
be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me, nobody's
What?
busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh. We're doing good, we're doing good. Surveillance camera. Mastermind, blah, blah, blah. They don't do anything to stop what's happening, they just keep on watching. We already read that stuff, huh? Look at the lit roller. It looks like there was way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle is especially missing a lot of its coating. And remember, the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so it must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switch rooms, we switch keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in the room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Something went wrong. After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it up for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. With how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So, how did the killer... Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. What else we got? Let's go look at the bed. There are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Oh, one at the table, but Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Oh yeah, I just can't look at it at all.
By the way.
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
You son of a bitch!
Dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking
So if
dead.
I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. There are scratches and gouges on the walls and beds. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof, so something could have happened in the room right next to you, and there's no way you can know.
Well.
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Here's the sheath. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. This means it was used in attack mode, plus the sword has been taken out. Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you'd do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Okay, same deal. Some kind of fight.
Well.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No, I just wanted to click through. God damn it. Right, there we go. What's that? The display stand the sword was on. Close. Talk to her real quick. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Nice.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my
Did you lose a contact or something?
Oh my god, Makoto. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen,
"Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so. But what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer? It's likely the killer.
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I don't think I have anything else to look at outside of the bathroom, right? Alright, into the bathroom. The bathroom. And on the other side of this door. You gotta investigate. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Oh god. Never mind that the protagonist is a completely average student and shouldn't be able to analyze these objects in detail so thoroughly. I love green. We got 2 spots to look at. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now is no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. Whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery on their wrist as well. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... there's some blood in her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw. Oh, that's easy. Oh, well that's a dead giveaway. That's not even a clue anymore. Written in blood were the numbers. No, that's not numbers. Or is it? Wait. No, that's not numbers. 11037. No, it's just upside down. I know who it is. Did Sayaka do this? Cause like you don't make a 3 like that. That's an E. Okay. This is an easy puzzle. I already know who did it! Oh. Is there anything else to look at? It's an E, not a 3.
It would seem.
Looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers that's most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So.
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. She wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her. It means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well.
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. I already know! Look at that! It's so easy to tell because you can see she was also trying to make the One Direction too. It's easy to see. Dying message has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate program?
Makoto.
One other thing I wanted to ask you about. You know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame. I skipped it. Oops. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob.
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem.
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So.
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears that up. Huh? Clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. Oh, as if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Alright. Let's leave the area. Let us also save real quick. Save there. Get drink my water real quick. This is the only trial where they hold your hand and I'll say that and only that. Oh jeez. Yeah, this was a really easy trial with that one. Okay. We need to go check on the DVD. We have to check out the trash room too, right? Where's the trash room? This way. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any
Oh my
further!
god. This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
Oh my god. Cleaning duty has been added to the truth bullets of your handbook. Alright, time to leave then. Yeah, he just kept repeating himself. Alright, so who's the ultimate programmer? Even though the numbers don't mean anything, because it's not numbers. We gotta go to the map. Oh, gotta go to Sayaka's room. Who's the ultimate programmer? I forget. Oh, either way, we need to go back to here first and go to Sayaka's room. This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Oh, wait. What? Oh, shit. This is Sayaka's room, right? The nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates in my room and Sayaka's room were switched, so all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Dorm nameplates have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Can I actually go in now, though? There we go. Is there actually anything in here now, though? Or is that it? Use the poos. Trash can, maybe? There it is, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Okay. It might not be directly related to the case, but might be worth checking out anyway. I'll borrow the DVD. Anything in the bathroom? Probably not. Nothing here. Okay. Let's go. We don't need anything else from here. Now... where do we need to go? I have to keep looking. In here. Dining hall. Who was the ultimate programmer, though? Is that in my handbook? Was he affluent? No. Wasn't Mondo, wasn't Leon. Yumi? He was fanfic. Celeste? No. Chihiro. Okay. So, where's she at? Well, let's go to the dining room first because there's an exclamation mark in there. Then we'll go into the other area of the first floor and check that place out. Nina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Oh. Jeez. There's a bunch of vegetables all piled up. I don't see anything noteworthy about any of it. Nice. Ooh. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Check this out. Marbled meats, salted meats. Now's no time to be thinking about food. For being able to enhance their vision and do detailed analysis, the MC sure is as smart as a bag of bricks, huh? Yeah. Jesus. Wanna know? Are we allowed to help? No backseat game, but you know. No backseat gaming unless I ask. That's all. If I need help, I'll ask for help. But until then, just let me suffer. That's the best way to go about it. Oh, we have to start asking people about stuff, though. The kitchen. Maybe... Hold on, let's go back in here and ask. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that? Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Oh shit, we're good. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. You know, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Uh-oh. Well, so much for her helping me. So, do you have to ask anyone else about anything yet? Well, we don't have to ask about any of that. Oh, we have to ask about the toolkit. Oh, and we have to ask about trash duty. That's why we have to ask everyone questions. We have to see who was on trash duty. Can you tell me anything about cleaning duty? No.
Such ignorance.
You're like a child lost in the woods. You know that? A total waste of space. What do you mean? Taka's the one who has any interest in organizing things like that. Oh, good point. When's Taka again? Why we have the report card. There's a lot of names. So we have to look for him. So it's not gonna be any of those guys. Although, he's gonna be the murderer. Hey, you wanna tell us anything, Leo?
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Why would you even help? Anyway. We gotta get around faster. Let's go. Let's go map. Where is everyone at? I need to talk to her, really. We need to go to the AV room. We have to talk to Taka, so we'll go to the AV room first. Be right around the corner, right? We'll talk to him. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. You love Leon so much, but he's a murderer! There's no way it's not Leon! My vision started to blur and darken, and then, That voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oof. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls, who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? It's all an illusion, but except for the fact that you're trapped. But you know. Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning. Really?
Listen to me!
He probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. Oh, so you're on cleaning duty now?
That's wrong!
Actually, no. Huh? Okay, then who is? Ifumi was also there when we had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him have it. So he's on cleaning duty then.
Count on it!
Indeed, but we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up before too long.
Got it!
And when that time comes, I'll be counting on you. Alright, perfect. We need to find Chihiro still, though. Where is she at? I must have missed it back in the other place, so we need to go back that way anyway, though, so all works out. So we need to go to Hifumi first. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. Since you're on cleaning duty, you can open up the gate in front of the trash room?
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room. And only the person in cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone can go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard!
Hey, Fatty, why do you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar. I know why you did it.
Is it?
You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around at it.
There's no way
What are you
to
talking
think
about?
this in a
All my love is for
common-sense kind
2D.
of-
Oh,
You know what I
jeez.
mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn into... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them, from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic, Tofumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. I would never get tired of 2P. Oh my god, Damaduki. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered the flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I looked at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okidoki, leave it to me. Ifumi pulled out a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However...
Without a doubt.
Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. There are shreds of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Is that... Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Oh my god. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. Alright, we have to go to the gym. Oh shit, there's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece... Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? Oh my god. Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth in its shape. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff. Which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. You see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a
Perhaps
fairy?
it was the work of a fairy. Ifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Ah, yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate,
Most
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet, would that mean someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate? But how is that possible? Incinerator, alright. Oh, here we go. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it.
Everyone
I'm sure
already
of
knows
it.
you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. The green button turns it on, the yellow button turns it off. Or so it seems anyway. That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Oh, whatever it is, whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. Oh, well, worth a shot. Talk to him one last time. You seem a little down. Huh? Really? You need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime.
Come on.
I've got all
Come
kinds
on.
of stuff that might help cheer you up. Oh, God. God damn it. We need to go to the gym. Can I teleport there? The dining hall. Oh, wait, here we go. That's what I want to do. AV room. Teleport there. Then go to the gym. It doesn't make a bit of difference the ball is inert. What? Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the number 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm
sorry. I just don't know. Okay, well don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Where are the glass balls? Something with him. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Oh, it's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the hell?
The heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all bullshit? Let's put that aside for now. So can you say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Left it in the laundry room. I mean, someone could have found it and taken it. Alright, we have to go to the laundry room then. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world, that's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Uh-oh. Limited time left, or is it time in general?
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's
Oh, geez.
time for the long-awaited
I can't go to the laundry room then?
class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Oh, geez. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. What if I turn around first and I want to go to the laundry room real quick? Fuck. Okay. Well. Alright. And with that, we will take a 5-minute break. So get drinks. Get what's it called? Food. Bathroom. Stretch. Whatever you need to do. I will be back in 5 minutes. Alright, everyone got their food and drinks and whatever else? Because we're gonna get going. Through the red door. Oh jeez. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. Well, Sayaka's knowing it doesn't mean shit right now. But then who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? Yup.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Alright, let's just go right in. Because I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. It's Sayaka's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator, and I finally stepped down. The doors closed, and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, it is not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Oh shit, this is a nice courtroom. You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? No, but it looks nice. It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Dude, shit.
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. Oh. We gotta be constantly reminded with those pictures now, huh? The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Want to save the data? Yeah, let's go. I'll overwrite that one because we just saved. Well, we already know what all that is. What's set skills? I only have one. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Wait, we're actually battling? This isn't just a puzzle thing now? Oh, Jesus. I hope I can get away with just one skill. I didn't know there were skills in this game. This wasn't explained yet. Is it attached? It's attached. Okay, I guess we'll hope this works. I didn't know this was a thing. Oh, Jesus.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one...
One chat of an elevator. I guess.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Who done it? I know who done it.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. As things progress through each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements, and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Jeez, okay, here we go. Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle. Anything with that?
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
What?
So it seems most likely that
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Huh? Something's off about what was just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened in my room. Did I shoot? I don't know what happened there. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? I did notice at the last second, and I shot too early, I think. That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the control key. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered...
Yeah, and the murder took...
In the bathroom. So it seemed the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
Rejection.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
I don't think Chihiro even looked at anything. She just stayed in the gym the entire time.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
she must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
God, these voice actors are fucking trash. I'm sorry, Damaduki.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
I love that voice actor. You saying you don't like that, Damaduki? Come on.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. You know it was the knife.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Not random.
No, that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Most of them are completely flat. I said before that Sakura is fine.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Leon.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
We haven't even looked at everything yet. Not even close. He's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? I guess so, since you're telling me there's more. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. What's the purpose of it though? They're talking pretty slowly. Why would you need to slow it down?
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Ooh,
Okay.
boom.
Then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Oof.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
So it won't happen ever.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Alright.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
Ooh.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
They switched rooms too.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Oh, shit.
Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Taka?
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
I don't mind any of these voices, to be honest. They're fine.
Actually,
They're all
there
perfectly
is
fine.
one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore.
Ooh. Someone who's not here. Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
So did she take the knife? Oh, shit. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Yes.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Oh my god.
What?
Right back towards us, son of a bitch.
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
But why would we do that? Why would I do that? Why would a guy go through all that trouble just to re-fucking accuse myself, huh?
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna
Hold
die.
on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about. don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Yes, let's hear more. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. Oh boy. Oh, this is easy.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
That doesn't make sense either because she was there.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yeah, that was such an easy conclusion to come to. Why was that even a question?
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Nope.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Yes.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
Not quite.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yup. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? Non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh jeez. So in other words, let the entire debate play through once. Bathroom door frame. Or until I think I know.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the back room.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
That's
No,
gonna be the
it's
rock.
wrong.
I like this music.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
Thanks, Monokuma.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
It's lucky though because it disproves that he's the killer.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because they're an idiot.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, but they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
Because of the nameplates.
What?
But also he could have looked at the doorknob and saw that there was no lock.
That's
Couldn't he?
inconceivable!
But whatever.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
Leon.
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Oh my god.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
That sounds like an awful idea.
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Hifumi, please stop.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... switching rooms. What was it? Because we talked about how we weren't gonna... Switching rooms doesn't make sense though, does it? He didn't do that, so that doesn't make... So I guess it does have to be that, even though we've already talked about switching rooms.
I got it!
We'll see if this
because
works.
Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
This just feels like we're reiterating something, so it felt weird to pick this, but I guess this is right. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Something I want to talk to you about, just us two. 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Oh shit. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
Oh my god.
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note. Sayaka wrote?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Oh my god.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh geez, here we go. We're going in again. Dorm norm nameplates. Dorm norm plates? Dorm nameplates. We're good.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
You have to go over it again.
Sayaka and Makoto got in the know. It specifically I see. Then they would have gone exactly.
The room. No, that's wrong.
The nameplates.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Sayaka tried to get us murdered, guys. I just realized this. Oh my god. Oh my god, she tried murdering us.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
Only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms was Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about? Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
Wait. Did she not
She
get us
wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Or did she try murdering someone?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with a fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it!
The gold dust.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you.
Dun dun dun.
And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Happened in my room. And what led to Sayaka's death. That's what we need to make clear. A bit more to learn about non-stop debates? Oh my god. Sure. readjusting so I'm more comfortable. Or as comfortable as I can get. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Yeah, starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. That sounds easy enough. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. Oh shit. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to me. Oh. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh my god. Non-stop tutorials, yo. Kitchen knife set. Oh geez, okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting broke out, the culprit, and that's when the sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke.
So, she grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
That was the weak spot I had to get. It was the second one, I couldn't remember.
When the fighting for the culprit, and that's when the sword-based.
And that's what broke me.
So, she grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Something says wrong. The sheath is right.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
What did I do wrong there?
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
What do I refute here?
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. It's definitely the sheath you have to bring up there. It wasn't a sneak
Actually,
attack.
no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
We're good, we're good.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you are going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use the sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? Her palms!
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
That sounds like an awful lot of time wasted while being attacked.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What kind of question is that?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens in the bathrooms at nighttime.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at
guess
nighttime,
I'd still think
right?
the obvious answer would be, why are you washing your hands while someone's trying to break in?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
How dare you insinuate that Toko is an ugly pop? I won't forgive this. I didn't. The one who damaged the sheath would have to have been the one without the sword. Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
I thought we already came to this conclusion.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Uh-oh.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Sayaka's a
Just hold
bitch.
on! That can't be true!
What an asshole.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on,
I'm
hurry
dropping a
up
lot
and
of
decide who
frames.
did it.
See if the frames catch back up. Hold on. What the fuck's going on with the internet, dude? There we go. We're good. We're better.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. That's not true. We have the obvious clue. It literally spelled it out.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong. There still
It's
might
okay,
be
the frames
one
are good
clue
again.
left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes, because of her finger. No question that Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it. Left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Not numbers.
11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
It's upside down.
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Yup.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know. Yes, I do.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, now I see.
Now I see.
Oh, he's
She
talking
wrote
again.
down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. Turn message 180 degrees. It should become crystal clear. Select someone. It was Makoto!
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
That's quite the coincidence.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the
Just did,
killer,
though.
then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yup. The evidence that Leon trying to get rid of is that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator. The burnt shirt piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed of, when it was disposed of, where it was disposed of. Where? About the trash room incinerator.
Shoot!
Oh. Oof. When?
Shoot!
Ow. Okay, we can't fuck this up. We only have one more.
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Voice actor sucks too. Sorry, Tamaduki.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Oh shit, non-stop debate? Here we go. Scattered crystal ball. Oh shit.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
Alright, I know which one I have to go after. We're good.
The key to the whoever was on foot, so the only one with...
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
Oh.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down there. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Jesus.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
A baseball star. Ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I
think he's
I'm
losing
not
it.
the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions
Did
have
it,
been
guys.
answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, I guess so. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. What? However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Let's see. Was this right? Or is that correct? Oh yeah, because this is the end. Thing. Alright, so that happened there. Do the ball there. Hold on. This is weird. Just trying to base it off the images. I want to say that is right there. Alright, here we go. This is what I was missing. Oh my god, there's more here? Wait a second. Oh my god. Just doing it based off the fucking images is so... ugh. This is so weird. I'll probably have to replace some of these. But for now, this is fine. Go to the back. Hold on. So that had to be when she wrote it. That puts that there. That good? I think that works, right? Am I missing a spot? Because I still have one thing left. I fixed it, Damaduki. I fixed it. I think that's just an extra one.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
What?
The killer is you! During the struggle, a strike from the sword.
Okay, whatever. Same deal.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message.
Why didn't Leon just fucking get the fuck out of there after she ran into the bathroom? And just told everyone that Sayaka's crazy.
To keep the killer from
if
noticing,
he didn't want to be the one to
she
kill
wrote
him.
it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball,
This is a cool layout,
thrown with
though, I have to
absolute
admit.
precision,
This is a really cool
hit
way
the
to
switch on
replay
the
the events.
incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Got him.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? After I go to the bathroom real quick. Hold on. Okay, I had to get a new drink as well. I was thirsty. Alright, absolutely. I think this game would have a battle fuck segment at the end with how much it enjoys boo-balling you all the way to the end of the trial. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB BTW. Nice. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Sounds really weird. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Odd rhythm game now. Deal enough damage to your opponent and the weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with the truth bullet, like any other statement. Refuse their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh jeez.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
I don't think calling us stupid's helping me.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Okay then. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. A moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me!
What am I doing?
Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me?
I thought I had
Not
these.
a chance!
I thought I had these right mouse button to lock onto a statement first, but I guess not.
Where's your proof? You kidding me?
What? That shot is just what the fuck? It would appear that the one with the most votes is Makoto. However, Makoto is not the client. Too bad. Looks like the real killer. What did I do wrong?
Is this really the end for all of...
What do you say? Want to give it another shot? Yes.
I refuse to give up yet!
No.
When the killer instead,
I refuse.
What did I do wrong? I was clicking left click in time with the tempo. And right click wasn't doing anything, so.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a
Oh, I
chance.
see.
It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! Where's your proof?
This should prove it!
There we go. I have to right click with the tempo too. That's what I was fucking up on.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
Yeah, I figured it out, Gennaro. Thank you. Yeah, that's where I got confused. I thought I just right-click whenever I need to when I see a statement, but it wasn't working, so I was like, okay, maybe I just left-click in this one.
I mean,
I wasn't sure. I figured it out. We're good.
right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Uh-oh.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
We did it! Nice.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited!
Hard to get excited
Who
over
will
this.
be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's Leon. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh shit, looks like he got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata. Uh-oh.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon? Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why. None of you
Kill her
are any
first.
different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. There's a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all.
You could have literally ran out the room the minute she attacked and she ran into the bathroom.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? ... Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. No, she's an asshole, let's be honest. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why? Why?
Sayaka's an asshole for framing you. You should blame her. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that to happen to them and Sayaka. It happened to everyone though, based off what we know with the videos. She's an asshole. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
well, I'm not on your side. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. A jackpot? Yeah, the slot machine was a pretty cool thing. Got an A? Hell yeah, we got an A. What do you say? I understand, really I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, she wasn't forced. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But
That's enough.
that's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened, Leon Kuwata, will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
Didn't have a choice, I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she showed herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong? See, this is what I was saying. You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, and then also expose Sayaka for being the asshole. But you chose not to. Exactly. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
Ooh. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. In part, sure. Because he's doing all this stuff to begin with, but you could all just be chilling out while figuring out something else. And instead, two of them decided to murder each other. And one almost got away with it. If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Lee. Sure. You shouldn't be fighting each other. You should be fighting against the one who puts us in this situation, Mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Uh-oh.
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Uh-oh.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Oh shit. This seems a bit brutal. What the fuck? We all have to watch? Oh god. Oh. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Jesus. Well, that's fucking brutal. What we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Jeez. My adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Jeez. I think he snuck in a home run. Snuck in a home run in there? Oh, jeez.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well,
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Oh shit, is this a TV show? We're on a TV show. A really bad TV show. Just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself. Betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. I think she was just like, well, if I couldn't win, I'm not gonna let this guy win. So she didn't care about the plan at that point. That's what I inferred. You'll never truly know. I think she's an asshole for trying to do it in the first place. But whatever. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. I don't know. I think she just wanted to get back for losing. So it was, make sure that it was like a drag you down the hell with me type of situation, you know? Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
Yeah. That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was. Well, I think it is. She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation detracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Leon was a friend? Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Well, it's literally what's been going on for the last 3 hours. Oh, well. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Haha! Good joke to end it on. Oh my god, okay, that's 12 left. Oh jeez. To be continued. Alright, we need to get to a save spot. And then that's it for tonight. We'll be back on Wednesday. Oh, perfect. Yes, let's save. Save right over that. Alright. We'll save one more time just in case. Alright. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I will be back on Wednesday with more Danganronpa. 3 hours exactly. We fucking did it. Thanks for watching. Watch me screw up on the next case, because I'm sure it'll be even harder. This one was very easy. So I'm sure I'll screw it up. So until then, go to bed.